A few weeks back, I went on a whole journey to find free games to play, and that's when I stumbled upon Runo. Now here's the thing, I don't like horror at all, and I've played like 15 minutes of the game, and it didn't look bad. But when you're looking at the intro scene, the one you're looking at right now, it looks creepy. It gives off very eerie vibes. So if this does turn out to be horror, be prepared to hear some screams, because horror is just not my scene. I don't like it. So we're gonna see how this turns out and hope for the best. But I'm really rooting for this game because the graphics is beautiful. No one has been to the family cottage since grandma passed away after everything that's happened. Perhaps coming here is a fresh start. Just look at this. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And of course, me playing games is looking at all the plants. From Dad. Happy Midsummer! Remember to take a ride at the junction. And we can choose what we reply here. So we can be mean, we can be sweet. We're gonna be sweet. Thanks. Where are you and Mom again? I remember when we walked this road, Grandma and I. Many Finns have a strong emotional connection with the road that leads to their cottage, often linked to pleasant childhood memories and summer holidays spent away from the mundane. The cottage road signals the beginning of relaxation. I remember when I last walked this dirt road. From here, I would run barefoot straight into the lake. I'm too old now. I've wanted to come here for so long. Something has kept me away. Hearing the birds and the wind in the trees makes me feel hopeful. Slowly, I feel my shoulders falling back. Still, the ache in my chest lingers. I can almost see the cottage. Beautiful birdie. And look at this beautiful beetle. Grandpa's old beetle. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but that's the dramatic rusting way, like my life. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't like this. When that first popped up, I can't even explain it. It felt like every single hair on my body was standing upright. Beautiful graphics, but super creepy. Keep an eye out for Grandma's journal. We couldn't find it last fall, but no sweat. If you don't find it, she has a knack for hiding stuff. Of course, I hope I find it sooner or later. When Grandma passed away, it took something in me. I needed to be here tonight. Something I always check in games. No, you cannot go underwater. And no, there's not something that bites you. It's just water. I've had to dim down the quality a bit because I did notice it was lagging a teeny tiny bit. It's still lagging a teeny tiny bit. I do apologize, but I'm not gonna put the quality too low. It's just not the same. It's just not the same. I can't get enough of this. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at the light coming through. This must be the old cottage that he's talking about. Fedlicky. Oh. I'm tempted to throw it there, but I'm not. Gonna be... No, now it's gonna bother me because I can't put it down exactly the same. I get skills. Okay, key. Cousin Thanos' old drawing of this area still exists. Now, I saw this. I'm gonna check the messages now. I saw this and I was like, this must mean that there is something... It has to be a clue, right? But it's flipped. So that little cottage thing with the wood is this one. That's on the right, but in the picture it's on the left. And then the big house is, you know, on the left in real life, but in the picture it's on the right. Maybe I'm reading into this, but like, I don't know if I should read into the stuff or if I shouldn't read into it at all. I'm a bit unsure about that still. Why so aggressive? Anyway, keys. Searching for the keys. Maybe drink coffee or something. We're not gonna do that. We're on a mission. And my mission is to pick up that thing again, but I don't think that's gonna be a possibility. Anywho, where is places that they hide keys? Under a doormat. Nope. Would have been too easy, I guess. Yeah, you're right. Under a rock. Sometimes. Nada. I hope he's having a good time with Dad and I didn't read it. I hope that wasn't a clue because I missed it now. Okay. I hear B. Definitely a B. Maybe later. Then the only place left is this one. Is it in here? I'd rather not. Yeah, I'd rather not either. Maybe it's that's where the flies and stuff were coming from. Am I gonna take out every single piece of wood in search of this freaking key? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm desperate, okay? I thought it was for nothing. Wow. It's actually in there. There we go. Time to go inside and take a nap. We need to clean this up again. That's what we need to do. Can I not pick that up? At all again? Okay. Just leave it then. Ooh. Wow. This looks nice. Seriously, it feels like somebody just walked out of here. Alright, hidden in the pile of... I thought it was for nothing. Wow. It's actually in there. Did I just... I should read. Well done, my dear. Well done. A summer cottage in Finland is called I'm not gonna say it. I'm scared I'm not saying it right. Most of Finns have access to one. Summer houses are often on purpose less equipped with modern commodities such as plumbing or electricity and are close to forests, lakes, or the ocean. A summer cottage is a place for relaxation and spending time with family. Family-owned summer cottages have usually been around for many generations and are filled with precious memorabilia. Some peace and quiet, finally. The last 2 weeks on Sirpa's sofa really got the best of me. I'm lucky to have a family that cares, even if they drive me mad. When the whole family was here, only a handful of us had room to sleep inside. We kids were appointed tents, spending the entire night fighting off mosquitoes. Honestly, that might have still been the best time of my life. Those carefree summers, listening to the humming night forest, rattling of the tent fabric, and sharing whispers and giggles with cousins. Sometimes, my cousins would tell ghost stories, and then everyone would lay stone cold awake inside their sleeping bags. I was going to take you here and recount the most gruesome stories to you. I know you would have liked that. Ghost? Gruesome. Those are not words I want to see. I don't like horror. Apparently you can take pictures with your phone. They will be added to the gallery. You know what? Let's take a photo. How do I do this? Okay, camera. This is so cute. Okay, let's see. The moment's too big. Let's do something like this. Ah, this image on the rug. Still hanging. When I was little, the images on the rug fueled my imagination in the night. No wonder, as they were the source of Grandma's bedtime stories. Of times that were, and times that never passed, as she would introduce them. It was important to her to tell the same tales over and over again, which I would not really understand. The same themes about the lake, the birds, and the midsummer night would always be present. As I grew older, I gradually lost interest in her stories. It seems like Grandma actually wanted you to remember them. That's why she kept retelling them. Let's take a nap. Welcome, traveler. You are finally awake. I don't like this. Okay. Okay. We need you down here. Darkness has taken root. What do you mean? We need you to come back. Make haste. Come back where? Follow me to Alana, the realm of dreams beneath the worlds. If this is a dream, why do I feel restless? Dark roots are taking over. Take the sapling down before it's too late. Darkness is covering all grounds and reaching for the skies. It must be stopped. I'm waiting for you underneath it all. You will know what to do when the time comes. No, I don't. I don't freaking know what to do when the time comes. What's that supposed to mean? Please come back. I'm sure we can work it out. I miss you. Don't spend midsummer alone. Someone might have a lover. That maybe didn't work out. Okay, but I don't like this person's dreams. I don't like it at all. Please don't make it any harder than it is. Why is this still here? Their initials are still visible on the wood sideboard. I guess no one dared to take the instrument back to the city before winter came. After Grandpa passed away, Grandma played by the lake at dusk. As she played, there would be no echo on the lake. Everything stood still, silently listening. Come to think of it, even the wind had calmed in the treetops. I remember slowly walking to the porch, leaning against the beams and listening to her. I could hear a soundless cry as she sat at the end of the pier. Grandma taxidermied this bird after Grandpa shot it. Our power ran out, so... But you know what? We keep playing. The magpie, Pika Pika, has many beliefs in Finnish folklore. Usually it is the bearer of misfortune and bad news. However, sometimes to see the bird is a sought-after omen. Its lively and upspirited habitus are preferred qualities in a person. One summer the magpies were going crazy. Every morning you'd wake up to their crows. I could hardly get any sleep. Finally, Grandpa fetched his shotgun and took care of it. He put one of the loudmouths, as he called them, on the wall to remind us how nature needs to be tamed. We never knew why the birds were so riled up then. Come to think of it, that summer we also had some odd fish wash ashore. The bald-eyed perch seemed okay, but their scales would shine in tones of bright purple. When I mentioned this to Grandma, she hurried me away from the kitchen and continued baking something. She wouldn't let us take the rowing boat further out than the pier that summer, especially not near the big rock in the distance. Let's sit in the rocking chair. This was Grandma's favorite chair. Achievement unlock. Just like Grandma. I love what they call achievements sometimes. It's very cute. There's a really good recipe for traditional beer in here. It looked like they were having so much fun. One evening, my dad and Grandpa were enjoying cups of shati on the beach as the sun was setting. I think I was a kid back then, looking curiously at their sluggish mannerisms through the porch fence. Their voices were rushing with each cup, and laughter became louder. They looked like they became stronger with every drink. Suddenly, they were on their feet wrestling and wobbling toward the bushes. They looked like they were hugging and patting one another on their cheeks and head. Grandma rushed to the porch and quickly ushered me inside. While sitting under the kitchen counter, I heard a splash and another, then silence. Grandma brought me a glass of black currant juice, stroked my hair and said, "You're safe here." This is definitely through a kid's eyes. Because, I mean, if we read this, we know that obviously they were fighting, they weren't just wrestling and patting one another on their cheeks and head. But I wonder what happened though. I mean, because grandma obviously wanted to make him feel like he was safe there, even though it seems like he was not. So something happened in that lake, and I hope that whoever was affected by that came out alive. We are tasting herring and spirits. Hey, remember to heat up the sauna. Of course, I'll get the red bucket. He's right. Time to get some wood and fill up the water bucket. Red bucket, red bucket, red bucket. I didn't see a bucket in here. Okay, I'm guessing it is outside. The old sauna makes me wonder. My cousin often told the tale about a woman in the lake who lured children to their doom. Why am I doing this to myself? I bet you can't beat my record on the wooden block game. Next time we do. Sorry for spamming you, just enjoy yourself. I missed my dad as a boy, even when he was around. No one was the same after the war. Grandpa did his best. All I need is to be on my own thoughts. Thanks for your support, Dad. Oh, thank you. Here's your special installment of me eating American snacks. Milk duds. Candy made with chocolate and caramel. I've never tasted this before. It's the cutest little box. Just can't get it open. It's not bad. It's just that American chocolate, it tastes different than our chocolate. But I do like the caramel inside. And these have become a favorite. Time to beat the high score. Pew! So what, do I just throw it until I beat the high score? That was a bad throw. The new stove heats the sauna up fast. I bet it's ready. Nice and toasty. I keep thinking about that bird from the dream. Look at this. Pew, 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 pew. And a nice beer. I used to visit my dreams as a kid all the time. That's the stuff. Drink them beer. Wow. Just be the life. Remember, this is a magical night. Here's a midsummer's night spell. Run around the cottage. Make it 7 times and you will find love again. Look at the reply. Might as well try. Thanks. On my way. There it goes. My towel. These are hilarious. You're too superstitious, Dad. Even if you found Mom that way. I'm not gonna run around in a towel. Naked. Better give it a try. I could use a little... Who's the superstitious one now? Fine. Here goes number 1. No, I must have had a few beers too many. I think so too. Running naked around a cottage is a bit creepy. Here goes number 2. It's getting a little creepier every single time. Here goes number 3. Where's that weird boat going? Here goes number 7. I feel a bit drunk. Should I be taking the boat? Yeah. Oh. No, no. They said we shouldn't go there. I'm getting the chills. This is where they've probably fought. Mm-mm. I can hear breathing. No, I don't like this. Why you got my phone? Weird bird. What just happened? Where am I? I need to get to dry land. No shibit, Sherlock. Parkour your way there. You ain't touching ground. There was something in the water. What's it doing here? It looks broken. I'm guessing this is my weapon. Whoa. Oh! No. Is that blood on here as well? No, 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 no! I made them too far apart. I'm gonna die. Again. Rest in peace, achievement unlocked. Wow. Well done. Dry land. I made it. What was that thing in the water? Probably the woman that lured children into the water. Beautiful woman that transforms into an ugly creature when approached. It's believed to snatch children, yeah, and take them underwater. It is said that throwing rocks into the water and calling the creature would protect you from harm. Why does this all seem so familiar yet foreign? I mean, clearly I'm going insane. But the scent, these sounds, this forest, I've been here before. Haven't I? The mist here feels cold, just like the mist back at the cottage, on the day I saved cousin Tano from drowning. He had been laying under the pier for a while before I pulled him out. I was shaking. I managed to call for Grandma. She came running down to the rushes and caught her bare legs in the reeds, grabbed onto my younger cousin and threw him on the ground. I remember falling beside her as I watched her try to bring air back into his lungs. She held him tight and sang a melody I have never heard before. He was fine the next day. All this time I had thought it was just shock that had made me see blood in Grandma's dress and claw marks on Tano's arms. I'm not sure anymore. There's that weird tree, cantel string. Huh. It just attaches itself to the cantel. The cantel seems to have more power here, whatever this place is. I wish I knew how to play it. In my hands, it's clearly out of tune and sounds a little weird. Nothing like when Grandma used to play. Grandma could make the forest and lake silent when she played. Surely, that wasn't a coincidence. I had a feeling there are more strings to be found in this place. Is this the tree from my dream? Yes. Yes, it is. The great oak is considered sacred in many traditions. A humble man finally succeeds to chop down the tree, settling free the skies and thus finishing the creation of this world. In Finnish ancient folklore, the great oak is regarded as a connection between the sky and the earth. The one who defeats the tree receives infinite luck in life, love, and magic. That canopy overshadows everything in sight. This is what the bird was talking about. I need to help. Maybe this cantel could work against the dark tree. Back when Grandma played, the forest stood still. She controlled the trees. I need to learn how to play. If I help out here, I may find a way back home. Even though it feels weird, even wanting to go back when you have no one waiting for you. I feel more lost than ever. What if I block the wrong strings and just make things worse? Okay, so I see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strings we still need. Oh my word. I found it. What if I fall in? Whoa. Oof. My heart. Oh. Wow. I think we're gonna get most of our strings now. Only 4 more to go. 2 more to go. And we have our last 2 strings. Now it's gonna be falling down on me. Oh, thank goodness I wanted to save to add another note. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Bye bye, tree. Whoa, look at the slow-mo on this thing. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. This must have been insane to see in high quality. Just look at this. Well done on the game development. And the music. Oh, whoa. You're not serious. Well, see you again! Can you hear it? This is your Cantel, I remember now. You see how the darkness is finally fading? I'm beginning to see the good in my life. The great oak stood against your hopes and dreams. The horizon is beginning to clear. Your story is made of your choices. Changing it up is up to you when the time comes. Stories make the past and the present come alive. Look at the final chapter in my journal. I was close, I nearly drowned. Better get inside. Something has changed here. Ooh. Grandma's journal. Okay, my battery is going to die now, so I'm gonna exit and save. All your progress will be lost. And we're back with Runo number 2. Now, I'm planning to finish this game in this sit down. We'll see what happens, but I think we're going to discover finally what this whole story is about. Hopefully, this is going to be the last part in the series, because Runo is not a very long game. And I'm very excited to learn what's finally this big secret or whatever, what the main purpose of this game is actually about, because this is more of a storytelling game. Now, last time we left off right here, that something has changed and we need to look at the last chapter in Grandma's journal. One connection that I want to make, but I'm not quite sure about, is the fact that the bird might be the grandma. The reason why I'm saying this is because if you look at the previous menu, just right after the tree exploded and you jumped off into that lake, then you'll see the option that I chose was, oh, I see now, it's your Cantel. So, that can imply that either it's the grandma saying something in the dream, which means that the grandma's words is the grandma speaking to him, or it could mean that the bird is the grandma. So, I'm not quite sure which side I'm going to, but I think we'll find out. Songs of times that were and times that never passed. We're gonna hear a story. Music forgotten, playing again at last. You searched among blue flames and hollowed stones, brought light into darkness and the old poems. You chose your path wisely, followed my wings, defeated the sapling. The grandma's bird, your story shall have a fresh new start. Miss you, what if I came over to the cottage? I would like that, you know the way. It was unfair what I put you through. I'll call you tomorrow. I need to go my own way, hope you do too. These are just like 3 completely different options. Come over to the cottage. You know the way. Oh, achievement unlocked, forgiveness. Is that the game? That's the game. Wow, okay. Like, I honestly thought that there was gonna be quite a bit of the game left. It makes sense now why I basically said, you know, to not save the game, but I'm kind of disappointed, not gonna lie. I really expected there to be more, and it feels like there's still a lot that's not answered. Okay, so here are my final thoughts. I don't like that it's open-ended. Personally, I'm not a big fan in general of open-ended books or movies or whatever, but especially with this game, it feels like there's a lot of stuff that's just not answered at all. I love the concept that they have behind this game of you going through all of this and your grandma basically helping you to make better decisions and realizing that you can change where your life is heading by making right choices now where you are at that moment. I love the concept that there's three completely different roads that you can choose from at the end, but it doesn't feel like the story completely ties in at the end. Stuff like why is the grandma playing such a big role in this? I understand it is their cottage, but where is his mother? He doesn't talk with his mother, he talks with his father, okay? But then it's also a thing of like his father and his grandpa fought. What happened there? Why were they fighting? It felt to me like in this game we were going to find this huge thing of like, this was everything that went wrong, this was the answer to all of your questions. And there's also a lot of stuff that's kind of implied that we thought we were going to know at the end, but it doesn't come. And now it feels as if you haven't actually finished the game. Because I know personally I'm left with more questions than anything else. I get that the character is Finnish and I get that you learn about all of this folklore and everything, but where is Tano coming in? Here's my biggest problem. It feels like this game implied that at the end, the main problem or purpose of the game has a lot to do with the Finnish folklore and everything that's happening in his life. And there was only one message that mentioned something about a lover. It was something that I felt like I could look over. It's like, oh, that's interesting. I want to know a bit more, but there's bigger questions that I have. What happened to his father and his grandpa? Why were they fighting? Why did the grandma die? For example, there's stuff mentioned about the grandpa of him being in war. They didn't go into that at all, but that was the thing that kind of intrigued me. I was like, okay, we see that the grandpa might have PTSD because he wasn't there for his son. We saw that in one of the replies. But the thing is, that message from the lover was one message. It intrigued me for 2 seconds. I left a comment on it, but that was it. And then at the end, they brought that back and made it the whole thing. And I get it. That's kind of what's happening in the person's life right now, is this thing that happened with him and his lover. But I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just not satisfied with the ending. Like I mentioned, I don't like open-ended stuff, but specifically with this game, because it feels like it had such a build-up and then it just fell down at the end. I would still recommend you play this game though, because the graphics stunning, and I might be biased about the game ending weirdly because I thought there was like this huge chunk of game left. Then I played it for 2 minutes and it was the end. So if you have any comments, if you maybe played this game, please let me know, because I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Until next time.